Gildan Media presents Your Coach in a Box, affordable, life-changing audio programs.
Gildan Audio presents an unabridged recording of The Age of Oversupply, Overcoming the Greatest Challenge to the Global Economy, by Daniel Alpert. Narrated by Don Hagen. Introduction: The Endless Slump. The past 20 years have seen a transformation of the global economy unlike any ever witnessed. In the time it takes to raise a child and pack her off to college, the world order that existed in the early 1990s has disappeared. Some 3 billion people who once lived in sleepy or sclerotic statist economies are now part of the global economy. Many compete directly with workers in the United States, Europe, and Japan, in a world bound together by lightning-fast communications. Countries that were once poor now find themselves with huge surpluses of wealth, and the rich countries of the world, while still rich, struggle with monumental levels of debt, both private and public, and unsettling questions about whether they can compete globally. This shift is hardly news. Starting a dozen or so years ago, we began to hear all about globalization and the economic threat that the new flat world poses to developed countries. Yet since 2008, that talk has been overshadowed by the financial crisis and its aftermath, a crisis that eviscerated trillions of dollars in household wealth, created near-record levels of unemployment, and left the United States and Europe in adverse economic straits that persist to the present day, joining Japan, which has been hobbled for 2 decades. The causes of the crisis, it was said, lay in too much risk-taking by the lords of finance, along with too big an appetite for debt among ordinary people. And so for the past 5 years we've heard less about China and India, and more about how to fix the financial systems and economies of the developed countries. When people think about today's economic challenges, many of them put the problems facing the United States and Europe in separate baskets. One basket for such thorny issues as how to jumpstart growth, reduce unemployment, and control the national debt, and a second basket for how to deal with trade deficits, currency issues, and competitiveness writ large. This book argues that all these challenges belong in one basket. You can't understand the housing bubble and the financial crisis without appreciating how the rise of emerging nations distorted the economy.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?